I am Sherry Griffith, your virtual specialist for middle grades health and physical education. In this webinar series, we will be focusing on strategies for accommodating learners. The content of this presentation is aligned to the State of Georgia's Teacher Keys Effectiveness System for Performance Standards 2, 3, 4, and 8. Instructional planning, instructional strategies, differentiated instruction, and academically challenging environment. The purpose of this webinar series is to help educators to accommodate learners' differences in needs while facilitating instruction. This includes using effective strategies and resources during instructional planning, using relevant research-based instructional strategies to engage students and to facilitate the students' acquisition of key knowledge and skills, to provide appropriate content for developing skills and for differentiating instruction which challenges and supports each student's learning, and for creating a student-centered academic environment in which teaching and learning occur at high levels and students are self-directed learners. In this session, we will be focusing on strategies that help students make meaningful connections between math content and physical education content, while helping the students to demonstrate competency in a variety of motor skills and movement patterns, helping the students to apply knowledge of concepts, principles, strategies, and tactics to perform movement patterns and movement combinations, and helping students to demonstrate competency in a variety of manipulative skills such as throwing, catching, striking, dribbling with control, dribbling while traveling, and passing. In this session, we will also be focusing on utilizing math content such as graphing and calculating to help students track activity and progress in order for the students to demonstrate knowledge and skills which help them to achieve and maintain a health-enhancing level of physical activity and fitness, as well as to help students to analyze their results and make indicated adjustments to contribute to the improvement in components of the Georgia Fitness Assessment Program, increase time spent in moderate to vigorous physical activity, and to demonstrate the components of the FIT principle. My top 5 math content integration ideas are not necessarily in any order, but aim to help as effective strategies for high levels of teaching and learning in the PE classroom and to facilitate a student-centered academic learning environment which supports self-directed learners to assess and improve their performance in a variety of motor skills, movement patterns, and movement combinations in multiple activity categories. These math content integration ideas also aim to promote skills that help students to assess themselves and others using mathematical concepts to make meaningful real-world connections to math content, to enhance fitness levels, to improve fitness component assessment scores, and to recognize the value of physical activity for health.
Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5. Top 5.
Number 5 on the list of my top 5 math content integration ideas includes graphing. The use of graphs is a necessary component in most content areas as well as understanding test scores and other real-world applications. Teaching students how to assess themselves summatively in order to measure their overall growth and development over an extended period of time is an effective tool to incorporate during instructional planning as a weekly self-assessment or peer assessment tool, and can help students to demonstrate competency while tracking progress, analyzing data, setting goals, and gaining the skills for lifelong fitness enhancement. It's not always easy for students of varying learner styles to visualize graphs as it relates to some subject or content matters. However, allowing students to graph their own movement can provide appropriate content for helping them to develop the skill. In my classroom, students very often use mental math to analyze how much they've grown when they measure one another at a height chart while waiting their turn to use the water fountain. Students may not realize how easy it is to take the same skill and put it to practice. In the PE classroom, it is the expectation that students show improvement and continual progress in the components of the Georgia Fitness Assessment Program. Instructors should plan opportunities for students to increase their test performance throughout the course or in between the pre-testing and post-testing periods. Students can track their own performance, track progress, and even record the data to take ownership, visualize their progress, and to set goals for themselves independently or even competitively. Please visit the Georgia Department of Education community website at community.gadoe.org for more helpful tips to collaborate, connect, share thoughts, or resources for teachers and administrators. Thank you for viewing, and we hope you enjoyed our webinar.